Hello Taurus, this is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. So happy that you stopped on by. This will be your monthly reading for November 2021. Before we get started though, however, I want to thank you for popping by. If this is a repeat visit, well, we appreciate that so very much. And if this is your new visit, well, welcome. And I hope that you can hit that subscribe button on YouTube and that little icon bell, and you'll get notices every time I upload something. Additionally, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on all the other social media platforms if you feel so comfortable. With that said, I am an intuitive reader, therefore I read the cards as they are usually read with a tarot deck, but additionally, if Spirit tells me it means something a little different, I tell you what that is and I explain it to you. Secondly, take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't behind. If it's not meant for you, don't try to make it fit. You don't want to do that. And then the third thing I would suggest very strongly is that you have free will. Anything you hear or learn from a tarot reader or anybody else, remember that ultimately you have free will. So if you want to make a change, if you want to see something happen differently, make it happen. If you see that there's some great energy coming forward and then you want to embrace it and you can do things to beef it up and make it even better, wonderful, because you know what's coming in advance. If you know something negative may be coming in advance and you start seeing that kind of show itself to be the case, then you know you can take steps to change that so where it's not so bad. Again, you have free will. You can alter everything and anything depending on what you want to do. Now that I've kind of put you to sleep, and I apologize for that, but I had to get those things out there. It's time to get started on your reading. I've shuffled the cards in advance. We're going to start with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. To my left is also the Angel Healing deck, if we should need it. We'll see. But let's take a peek and see what we got here. Oh man, a lot of stuff going on with you. There's the Eight of Wands. When you see the Eight of Wands, you know that there's a lot of activity going on around you. Not sure what that is yet. We'll find out. Apparently you've been pinching pennies. Pinching pennies. That's funny. Anyway, yes, you've been pinching pennies. You've been a little bit tight. Money's bit tight. Maybe finances have been a little bit tight. Maybe that's part of the problem. But this is a good sign, because guess what? You've been studying, you've been doing something, and you've been working towards something. And that whatever that is that you've been working hard thinking about trying to make happen is starting to produce some benefit, and therefore a little bit of money's coming in from that. There's news coming in, news coming at the end of the month. I wonder what that news is going to be. Let's take a little deeper peek and see. Movement forward. There's some activity, some emotion, some progress. Love that. Another page coming in, a page that's bringing about some change in thoughts, some change in emotions and feelings. Again, look at this, another two. You have two twos here. This two is, this is not a two. What was I thinking? This is a two. This is a Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, juggling, money, juggling decisions with money, which makes sense. There's a lot of money in here. And again, you have the Cups as well with new energy, new way of thinking, new benefit there. So let's go back to the very top here. Also underneath on the bottom, this is the third reading that I have so far this month, if I'm not mistaken, where we have the Six of Pentacles. And that's an amazing energy. And this is an energy where you're giving back, where you're giving to people, you're helping, you're nurturing, you're giving back to them. You've done well, and so you want to balance the scales and try to help them as well. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's amazing. So with that said, we're going to put that over here so it doesn't disappear anywhere for now. Let's start over here. First and foremost, again, a lot of stuff is in the air. You have a lot of things going on this month. I don't know what is happening so much yet, but I can tell you a lot of stuff is happening both home and personal. The Wands tell you business, but again, this could be financial. It could be some issues at home. It could be some issues that are weighing you down. Again, it could be finances, because this card's telling me you're being very frugal. You're thinking about money. Sometimes you have to be careful though, because if you think solely about money when you're making decisions, sometimes you overlook some of the obvious benefits from spending a little bit. Again, sometimes you have to spend a little bit to make a little bit. So there's this situation here. You are moving forward though. You're pinching pennies. You're keeping things tight. There is some movement coming along. You're overcoming this financial burden. The financial burden is going to get a boost with this page. The Page of Wands is coming in later in the month. The Page of Cups is bringing first some news to you that's going to help you feel a little bit better before the holiday season hits. Again, this is the beginning of the month. You're moving through the month. You're going to find, again, some news about a way to help make a change, a way to move things forward. You're going to put some things into motion. You're going to read about it. You're going to learn about it. You're going to figure out how you can do it. Then you're going to do it and make a little extra money. Again, you've been juggling the finances, juggling the decisions, figuring what you can do with what you have and those kind of things. But it's all going to free up closer to the end of the month. Again, some extra money's coming in. You get news about maybe a new opportunity, a new way to make money, a new way to make abundance, a new way to make a change, and whatever this is you've been dealing with, again, because you have a ton of stuff in the air. Again, this is a learning process. This is a growing process. You can't spend your way out of it. You have to grow yourself out of it, and that's what you're going to collect. That's what you're going to know. The Wheel of Fortune is there. You're going to have a few options. So that's the confusion part here. Again, you have a few options and you're going to figure out what really is the best way to go. The Wheel of Fortune says you'll figure it out. You'll get it right. But most importantly, new energy, new money coming in, new opportunity coming in. Again, something that you've been figuring out that is going to work to your advantage is going to pay off. Now, the one thing that I can see in this, it could be also a student who is getting ready to graduate and start a new job. Again, a lot of things in the air, a lot of applications in the air, kind of afraid about the money situation with school ending, and we know what's going to happen next. He's going to get noticed that he's going to get an opportunity. School is done, you're going to graduate, you're going to move on, you're going to get a good job. You need to relax. Don't panic over it so much. Again, you're losing sleep. You're worried. Stop the worrying. The money's coming in. Be patient, though. Be patient with the process. Be patient with divine timing. Money's coming in, and you will be able to celebrate the fact that it is coming in. It'll bring you the relief that you need. Again, another choice. This is the choice we talked about. Decisions. Don't worry about it. Don't fret it. Start doing some planning. Start planning where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. And the Judgment card's coming through. Again, you've done the work, you put the education in, you put the effort in, it's going to be paying off. So the King of Cups, you're going to be feeling comfortable by the time this month is over. Again, starting off the month, not so much. A lot of activity, a lot of pressure, some hidden things that you don't know about. Trying to find your way to work your way out of a financial bind, a crisis, or more importantly, you could also be coming from a situation where you're getting ready to leave school, you're getting ready to graduate, getting ready to move on and get a degree, you're going to earn your degree finally, and that degree is going to then allow you to take the leap into a job. Don't worry, the job's coming through, the opportunity is coming through, you're going to get news. The news is going to change you is that you're part of again, if it's a job, you're going to be part of the finalists, and then eventually at the end, you're going to find out you got it. That's a good thing. Let's take a look at the healing deck. Healing is necessary, it says, to find harmony and support. You are divinely guided, which I was saying earlier. Not surprised there. We also have here that you are deserving of this. You got to believe that you've earned it. You have to believe and truly understand the fact that you've worked for it, you've earned it. The motivation is there. The motivation, of course, is getting on with your life. Time to detox, time to change your way of thinking, time to bring yourself back, time to again, put away the pressure, put away that frustration, put away that concern and that worry, because it's going to free up. By the end of the month, your financial situation will turn around. Again, if you're just graduating, don't worry, a job's coming through. If you are having tight finances, again, that money's freeing up with something you've been learning how to do here. May not be attached to a graduation, may not be attached to school at all. Just maybe the fact that you've learned how to deal with something, or learned how to find a cheaper way to buy something, a cheaper way to deal with something, a better way to spend the money, so where it has more benefit. With that said, this is your monthly reading. It's all about the dinero. Sorry I can't give you better news, but the one good news, again, is that by the end of the month, it's going to be resolved. You come in with a lot of stuff going on. You are moving forward. You are moving. But again, there's some it's all in due time, shall we say. And it just triggered to me. I was just sitting here, and one other thing came to my mind. And I want to run that by you as well. As I look at these cards, let me take these off of here, because remember, this is our original reading. Let's get back to the original reading here. The one other thing that I see is, and it just popped out at me as well. I don't know why I didn't see it this way. But it was funny because Spirit was just telling me that take a look back here. Go back here and look at these cards. There is work to be done. There are a lot of opportunities, but with those opportunities, again, you're going to find out information. You're going to find out that, again, the one thing that you're going to have to focus on is that when you're looking at opportunities, You may be focused on what makes you happiest, but also most importantly, focus on what is going to make you the more money, because initially money is going to be the important factor to making the right choice. I'm not saying you're not going to like the other job, but what I'm saying is for some reason that with the job that offers the best money is also going to offer you the most happiness. But guess what? You're going to be moving. This is a movement card. In this situation, as I read that this way, this is moving. So I think you're going to be relocating. Again, you're going to graduate, finish school, relocate, and that's how you're going to kick off your new life. So don't be surprised. And that's kind of some of the worries is, can I afford to make the move and whatever? Don't worry. It's going to pay off. The companies will help you make the move. You will get to what you need. But don't be surprised if this is a school situation. Don't be surprised if you're relocating. You're moving elsewhere. You're not staying put. Staying put is not in the cards in this case for you if indeed you're graduating. Also, you may be finishing up a program, a other school, like something that you needed to take to help you with your next step or next level, which could bring to a promotion or a raise, which could take you, again, also in a move. It could move you from one building to another, one location within the city to another. It could take you from an office environment to a road environment. But don't be surprised if, again, a move is involved in that as well, but not a move necessarily in home, but a move in business location. So that is one way to see that. And if you look at some of these cards, again, there's money, abundance. These things will not change. Again, the celebration. These things support the same thing. They're not going to make anything look different. It's the base of the cards that make it have that sound and that instill something. And again, Spirit brought me back to it and said, remember to say it this way too. So I have done that. With that said, I am going to let you go. Hopefully you will have an amazing November. I want to also reach out to each of you and wish all of you who acknowledge and who take part in the Thanksgiving celebration to have a happy and wonderful Thanksgiving. No matter which way you go with Thanksgiving, let me offer everyone a great November and best wishes for what lies ahead. What is lies ahead? What is lying ahead? I'm going to let you go. We'll talk soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on those social media platforms. And you will see from me late this month, again, for the December readings, which will be coming out quite quickly the way these months are flying by. Until then, have a great one. We'll talk later. Adios.